I'm Pekka Hiltunen. They call me the Finnish Stig Larsson, the crime writer from Finland. I think because we have some similar qualities, like we both come from journalism before we started writing crime books. And I just started out writing this thriller series called Studio Series, and Cold Courage is the first one. Over 10 years ago, I got these two very strong, intelligent Finnish women talking in my head, and I didn't know who they were. I slowly started gathering out who they were, and they were living in London, and I noticed that they had this very strong friendship between them, and for some reason also crimes were involved in the things that they got into, and it took me a long time to figure out what was that story that I was supposed to write. I had been thinking about the story for such a long time, and I did try to start it quite a few times, but I never got the right tone for it. And then one time my partner and me, we left with our little backpacks to travel around the world, and I was thinking, okay, I've got this year off to do things that I really want. Now I'm going to go for the book as well, the first book, and it just started happening. Everything from the first time on the trip that I started writing felt so right, and I actually wrote Cold Courage in 8 different countries and sent it back home to Finland. The friendship between women is such a strong thing. I mean, obviously between men the friendship ties can be very deep, but I think women share much more in their friendship, and that I wanted to include that humane side of it, all those discussions where they just gossip and also where they share their biggest secrets with each other. And the whole series is also about these two women not revealing all of themselves to each other, and that brings attention to the whole idea of the friendship. Well, it was really one of the ideas that I had for the whole series from the beginning, that in addition to this kind of like crime plots and the friendship of these women and the team in the studio, there would have to be strong social topics that they would face. And in Cold Courage, those themes are human trafficking and also the rise of the far-right movements in the whole of Europe. And those are the kind of things that these people in the book would, in real life, they would care about, they would think about and debate those things. It's just wonderful. I mean, I'm lost for words. In a way, this feels like a kind of circle is closing because of the trip that I started years ago to write and wrote the book on that trip. And now it's sort of like the book is coming home, the characters, Leah and Murray, are coming home. Black Noise it's much more darker. I mean, in Cold Courage, you still have the warmth of the friendship of these women evolving, and also the team of professionals of the studio, they are presented. In Black Noise, everything starts going with much more pace, and it's much more sinister. Leah and Murray unfortunately face a very bad villain, this kind of criminal who a lot of readers have asked me about. How did you ever come up with someone like him? And I was thinking, I don't know, and maybe it's just showing my aggressive side or something. And they also have a serious setback, but I would like to leave it for the readers to be found.